Game 2 of the 3-game midweek break from West Coast League play here at the Orchard as the Yakima Valley Pippins get set to take on the Northwest Honkers in the first game of a 2-game midweek series here from the Orchard. Hi, everybody, and welcome in to Yakima Valley Pippins baseball coverage here at Yakima County Stadium. My name is Miles Klotch. Pleasure to have you with me for coverage of today's Pippins game against the Northwest Honkers. We've got Austin and Zach running the controls on our video side, both video and audio coverage today available only at pippinsbaseball.com/live. The Pippins pregame show is brought to you by Yakima Craft Brewing Company. Founded in 2007, Yakima Craft produces high-quality ales and lagers with an emphasis on full-body taste and a unique character that pairs great with Pippins baseball. Enjoy Yakima Craft at the Orchard all summer long. And, of course, be sure to check out the new Pippins Pint, which is sold here at the Orchard. That is brought to you by Yakima Craft Brewing Company. Should be a good one for baseball tonight. Yesterday, we had some drizzles and some showers early and throughout. Today, it's a much nicer day for baseball. 81 degrees, partly cloudy skies, but I gotta say, it's actually a pretty cool cloud cover right now. There's more clouds than usual, but they're all sort of dotted and spotted throughout the sky, and it's a really pretty night here in the valley, as it does tend to get during this part of the summer. Although, for me not being a valley native, a lot of people have told me that this is a much cooler summer than usual. We haven't really had any scorching hot days so far, and it has gotten pretty cold at times at night, so maybe we'll see those types of days come later in the summer. But for right now, it's been a pretty cool summer in the valley. Managers exchanging lineups right now. It's Marcus McKimmey, the manager for the Pippins, and then Martin Lawrence, manager/general manager/infielder for the Northwest Honkers, a team out of the Pacific International League based in the Seattle area. They don't really have a designated home field. They kind of play at a number of different stadiums, but they do have one thing over the Pippins, is that these guys have names on the back of their jerseys, which is certainly unique for this level of baseball for sure, and I'm sure the Pippins players would love to have something like that, but with the amount of coming and going that this roster has had this year, it'd be hard to imagine ever finding a way to set those jerseys with the numbers on the back. It'll be the Pippins and the Honkers. These teams have been common opponents in the past, and they square off starting a 2-game series today. And the starting pitcher for the Pippins, right-hander Tyler Frazier, who makes his first non-league appearance of the year. After yesterday, the Pippins used just 2 arms in 9 innings against the Cascade Collegiate League Showcase team, with Bo Henderson getting the start and the win, going 5 innings, and A.J. Wood getting the save, going 4 innings in that game. The Pippins plan on using a number of different arms in today's game against the Northwest Honkers as they get set to welcome in the Port Angeles Lefties for a 4 games in 3 days series this weekend. Port Angeles was rained out at home tonight against Corvallis in the final game of a 3-game series against the West Coast League first half South Division champions. As for the Honkers, they will send right-hander Dominic Miller to the mound. He is a native of Mill Creek, Washington. And he plays his college baseball at Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon, one of the various sites used by the Cascade Collegiate League, who the Pippins played yesterday. So the right-hander getting loose in the bullpen now down the right field line for the Honkers. Dimensions here at the Orchard. It's 293 down the left field line and the right field line, but quickly juts out to about 330 with the very high fence, about 18 to 20 feet high, all around the outfield wall. 375 to right center field, 365 to left center field, and 406 here to dead center at the Orchard. The beautiful rolling hills in the background. It is a very, very nice day for baseball. And let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups here on the Pippins pregame show presented by Yakima Craft Brewing Company. We begin with the Northwest Honkers in an exhibition game, so no record. These stats will not be counted towards any sort of West Coast League official notation. Connor King leads off in center field. Jordan Padilla is the second baseman. He bats second. Brock Bueno, the shortstop, hits in the 3-hole. Chaz Lopez is the DH. He's the cleanup hitter. Joshua Snyder at first base, batting fifth. Peter Dudonakis is the third baseman, batting in the 6-hole. Batting seventh and playing right field, Kendall Yackley. Braden Torres-Moore does the catching and bats eighth. And rounding out the order for the Honkers, batting ninth in left field, Paul Bryniarski. Again for the Northwest Honkers, that's King, Padilla, and Bueno, Lopez, Snyder, and Dudonakis, Yackley, Torres-Moore, and Bryniarski, with right-hander Dominic Miller all around for Northwest. As for the Pippins, in their third exhibition game of the season, they're 2-0 in non-league action so far this year. They lead off with the shortstop, Tanner Parker. Nick DiCarlo plays third base and bats second. Kyle Dean, the DH, hitting third. Brady Hormel at second base in the cleanup spot. Tyler Dean at first base, batting fifth. Noah Andrews is the right fielder. He bats sixth. Eddie Pelk in left field, batting seventh. James Bell does the catching and bats eighth. And Luke Schwartz rounds out the order, batting ninth and playing center field. Again, for the Pippins, that's Parker, DiCarlo, and Dean. Hormel, Dean, and Andrews, Pelk, Bell, and Schwartz, with the right-hander Tyler Frazier on the mound. Yes, that is the same Kyle Dean that dominated the West Coast League in his 37 games last year for the Pippins, winning the league batting title, becoming the first Pippin to do so. He is back, along with his brother Tyler, who is a first-year Pippin, and will be playing first base. And finally, the Pippins have a true first baseman again. Since Henry Gargis was hurt a couple of weeks ago against Corvallis, the Pippins have rotated Aiden Welch and Owen Cobb and Nick DiCarlo, none of whom are natural first basemen, out of that first base spot. Today they finally have a true first baseman in Tyler Dean. They also picked up another familiar face in left-handed pitcher Anthony Alvarado, a Wapato native who played for the Pippins in 2017 and makes his return to the roster, but will not pitch today. He is expected to throw tomorrow in the second game against the Northwest Honkers. Let's take a quick break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network, and when we return, we'll get first pitch here from the Orchard on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
You can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Welcome back to the Yakima Valley Pippins pregame show, presented by Yakima Craft Brewing Company. Pippins in non-league action for the second straight night, the second of three in this midweek set in early July. But a lot of other teams in action in the West Coast League. Corvallis and Port Angeles, they were in the second inning in their series finale in Port Angeles, and then that game was rained out in the top of the second inning in a scoreless ball game. And since the two teams do not play again in the regular season, the lefties do not travel to Corvallis, that game will not be rescheduled. Ridgefield taking on Victoria. The two teams have split the first two games of their second half opening series. Both games so far being decided by one run apiece. Walla Walla, after a wild comeback last night in Bellingham, winning it 11-7, they take on the Bells in the finale of a three-game series. Bend and Wenatchee continue their series tonight. Kelowna in Cowlitz to play a series. And then the Perth Colts from Australia, might take on the Portland Pickles in a non-league matchup from Walker Stadium in Portland. Should be a good one tonight as the Yakima Valley Pippins take on the Northwest Honkers in the first game of a two-game midweek series. And we are going through the starting lineups, and then we'll have the national anthem here at the Orchard. Again, the Pippins non-league action yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Their next two non-league games after this will be the final 2 days of the month of July when they take on the Highline Bears here at the Orchard. Other than that, it is West Coast League play all the way, and the Pippins, after getting off to a 1-2 start in the league's second half, will look to try and reverse their fortunes and grab a playoff spot in the second half. We'll take a break here for the national anthem at the Orchard, and when we return, we'll get you the first pitch and the first inning from the Orchard here between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Northwest Honkers here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce two of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
The Pippins and the Northwest Honkers getting set for a two-game midweek series, and the first game coming up just around the corner here at the Orchard on a spectacular Wednesday night for baseball. Hi, everybody, and welcome in to Yakima Valley Pippins baseball coverage here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network. My name is Miles Klotz. Austin and Zach running the controls for us today on the video side. A pleasure to have you with me for the opener of a two-game series between the Pippins and longtime non-league opponent, the Northwest Honkers. And right-hander Tyler Frazier gets the midweek non-league start for the Pippins, pitching to college teammate James Bell, who's playing his first game in over 2 weeks behind the plate after recovering from an elbow injury. Frazier, so far in the regular season, a record of 1-0, an ERA of 6.75. He has pitched 8 innings, struck out 8 batters, walked 6. Last pitched on Sunday in Portland in the series finale, giving up an earned run in relief. And he faces the top of the Northwest Honkers order here in the top of the first, Connor King, followed by Jordan Padilla and Brock Bueno here on a gorgeous night for baseball in the Valley. It is 81 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and a good bit of sun, though, peeking through, unlike what we had yesterday when it was raining and kind of miserable throughout the majority of that contest. So the Pippins certainly experiencing some much nicer weather here today at the Orchard. It is left-handed hitting Connor King to lead it off for the Honkers. Digs in from the left side against the right-hander Frazier. And the kick and the first pitch of the ball game, a fastball that misses high and away for ball one. Getting started here at 6:40 p.m. We're a few minutes behind schedule here at the Orchard. First of a two-game series between the Honkers and the Pippins. Third baseman DeCarlo in a step right on the edge of the grass. Here's the 1-0. A fastball that misses below the knees, ball 2. Again, none of the stats in this game, as in yesterday's game or in tomorrow's game, count for anything. Here's the kick and the 2-0. There's a fastball that misses just outside, and Frazier falls behind. 3 balls, no strikes to left-handed hitting leadoff man Connor King. No batting gloves from the left side. 5'7" leadoff man. Keeps his elbows tucked tight. The pitch on the outside corner. A fastball drops in for a strike, 3-1. And Frazier, the familiarity factor, pitching to his good friend and college teammate James Bell. Back behind the plate tonight. Kick and the 3-1 pitch. Change-up in for a strike on the outside corner. And from 3-0 to 3-2, Frazier has ran the count full with the bases empty. Nobody out, no score, top of the first here from the Orchard. Infield, outfield straight away as DeCarlo backs up to normal depth at third, and time called so King can step out, take a few practice hacks. Honkers wearing their green uniforms with the white Northwest Honkers across the chest, and then white numbers and names on the back of the uniforms. The 3-2. Sliced foul, left side out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. You almost never see names on the back of jerseys at any level besides the major leagues in baseball. So it's incredibly rare to have them at this level of baseball, particularly with just the amount of variance day to day with these rosters. Here's another payoff pitch, and a fly ball hit to left. Pelk in, over to his right a few steps. He ambles towards the line and makes the catch on the run about 15 steps to the right of the foul line, 1 out. And with Eddie Pelk making that first out in left field, let's get a glance at the rest of the Pippins defense. Luke Schwartz is in center field. Noah Andrews is in right field. Nick DeCarlo at third base. Tanner Parker, the shortstop. Brady Hormel at second base. Tyler Dean is at first. And James Bell behind the plate doing the catching. No score, top of the first. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Jordan Padilla. And the Honkers second baseman takes an off-speed pitch on the inside edge for a called first strike, 0-1. Right-hander versus right-hander. Frazier works off the first base side of the rubber as the heavily mustached Padilla digs back in from the right side. Kick and the 0-1. Change up on the outside corner. Really good pitch from Frazier, and the count's 0-2. And early on in his Pippins career, the book on Frazier has largely been what the scouting report was coming into the season. Frazier drops back, high left leg kick, now the pitch. There's a ground ball hit through the left side. Parker, the shortstop, to his right, backhands it and can't release the off-balance throw as he was very deep in the hole at short. So it's an infield single for Jordan Padilla, the first base runner of the ball game for the Honkers. Now with 1 on, 1 out, Brock Bueno digs in. Scoreless ball game here in the top half of the first inning from the Orchard. Bueno, a left-handed hitter, playing shortstop. DiCarlo even with a bag at third, middle infield, trying to turn 2, double play down. And a first pitch fastball misses a hair below the knees for a ball, 1-0. Padilla takes a small lead off of first. Physical Tyler Dean holding him on. The 1-0. Change up in for a strike at the belt, 1-1. One on, 1 out. No score, top of the first. Frazier delivers out of the stretch. There's a ground ball hit softly back up the middle. Parker, the shortstop, can't field it, but he's still able to step on the bag for the lead out. No, he's safe! Oh my word! The call is safe! And Marcus McKimmey, incredulous as he comes out of the dugout. How about that? The call is safe at second base. Parker dropped the ball, then got back to it quickly and stepped on the second base bag. But the call at second is safe. And that'll put 2 on with 1 out as Marcus McKimmey continues to tear into the second base umpire. And he has a serious case here. Now McKimmey walking over towards the bag. Three-man umpiring crew here for this non-league game. It's not a West Coast League crew. And McKimmey started to walk back towards the dugout. Now he turns. Goes back towards the umpire. There'll be 2 on with 1 out in a scoreless ball game here in the first. And McKimmey still arguing here. If this holds, it'll be Padilla at second, Bueno at first after a fielder's choice. Was a pretty tough ball for Parker to field. And by dropping it, by trying to barehand it, he sacrificed his chance at a double play. And the call's not changing. Padilla is safe at second on a fielder's choice. And now runners at first and second, 1 out. And really the last thing the Pippins needed was Tyler Frazier to be throwing more pitches. This is a depleted pitching staff right now. 2 on, 1 out. No score, top of the first. Chaz Lopez digs in. Slightly open stance right side. Frazier out of the stretch, delivers. And there's a ground ball hit to shortstop for Parker. He goes to second for 1. Hormel's relay onto first in plenty of time as Lopez didn't even run down the first base line. And it's a 6-4-3 double play to end the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score here from the Orchard on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy. But he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions. Or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Top-notch supplies for more than 70 years in the Yakima Valley. Your hometown Ace Hardware stores in Yakima and Natchez provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware, hardware supplies and competitive prices.
We go to the bottom of the first, excuse me, here at the Orchard in a scoreless ball game between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Northwest Honkers. And after a surprisingly hectic top of the first that included some interesting umpiring and a 2-on, 1-out situation, the Pippins got out of it with no damage done. And now Tanner Parker comes to the plate to lead things off against right-hander Dominic Miller out of Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon, Washington. And he'll face Parker, DiCarlo, and Kyle Dean, last year's West Coast League batting champion. Right versus left. No score, bottom of the first. Parker to lead it off. The pitch from Miller. A fastball way high, ball one. Unable to collect it was the catcher Torres Moore, with third baseman Peter Dudinakis in on the grass at third. Here's the 1-0. Parker lines it foul, left side out of play, a ball and a strike. Tanner was the recipient of an unusual umpiring call in the top of the first when he dropped a ball at second, but then was able to step on the bag clearly in plenty of time, but the runner was called safe. And delayed safe call, too. The 1-1. Fastball misses eye level, 2 balls and a strike. On Parker, who yesterday had a 3-hit day. Back in leadoff spot again for the left-handed hitter out of Middle Tennessee State. The 2-1. Fouled back. And that one ricocheted off of one of the closed windows of the press box. And had we opened those windows today, it would have landed in the press box. But they're closed because there's no visiting radio, or there is no Spanish radio today. There's a fastball in the dirt. Count is full. 3-2 on Parker. But that's now 2 times in 2 days we've had a ball really close to the press box. One yesterday that missed just to my right to our video crew, Austin Lane, our video coordinator, jack of all trades, nearly got hit. Here's the 3-2. Down and in, ball 4, and Parker draws a leadoff walk here in a scoreless ball game. Now Nick DiCarlo will step to the plate. DiCarlo, the third baseman, hits from the right side, 1 on, nobody out. No score here in the bottom of the first from the Orchard. Pippins will be at home the next week plus. Next 8 days they'll be here at the Orchard before a trip to Victoria. First pitch to DiCarlo. Skied in the air, right center field. Yackley, the right fielder, jogs on a few steps, reaches up and makes the 2-hand grab above his cap in shallow right center field, 1 out. So a soft fly out to the right fielder, Yackley. Let's take a look at the rest of the defense for the Honkers. Connor King is in center field. Paul Briniarski is in left field. Peter Dudinakis at third base. Brock Bueno and Christian Padilla up the middle. Bueno the shortstop, Padilla at second. Joshua Snyder is at first base. And Braden Torres Moore doing the catching for Dominic Miller. 1 on, 1 out, and a high soft toss over to first. Parker dives back in safely. No score here in the bottom of the first. And right-hander Kyle Dean digs in for his first at-bat of 2019. The pitch. Fastball misses up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Of course, anybody who even followed the Pippins tangentially last season remembers the name Kyle Dean. the West Coast League batting champ. Kick and the 1-0. A breaking ball that comes in on the inner edge for a called strike one, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Dean, who showed up with his brother Tyler today. The pair will suit up the rest of the year. Brother Tyler, a true first baseman, something the Pippins have been lacking. There's a toss over to first, nothing doing. A ball and a strike on Kyle Dean with 1 on and 1 out in a scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the first between the Pippins and the Northwest Honkers. Pitch. Misses in the dirt with a fastball, and it's 2-1 on Dean. Hit .374 in 37 games a year ago for the Pippins. The right-hander who became the first batting champ in team history. And he grounds one right back to the mound for Miller, who turns, goes to second for 1. Bueno on a first double play. And that ends the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're through 1 at the Orchard. No score on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Sela. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
0-0 ball game as we go to the top of the second here at the Orchard. Joshua Snyder, the 5-hitter, to lead things off for the Northwest Honkers against right-hander Tyler Frazier, who works off the first base side of the rubber. Kicks the leg and delivers the first pitch, which is laced into center field for a base hit. And a leadoff single for Snyder to start the second. Now Peter Dudinakis will bat. One on, nobody out. No score here in the top of the second. Middle infield at double play depth, trying to turn 2. The pitch. Fastball taken for a strike by Dudinakis at the knees, 0-1. Has been an inning-ending double play in each of the first 2 innings of this ball game. Here's the 0-1. Frazier delivers. Ground ball, third base side, foul, but snagged out of the dugout by Nick Israel. Really nice play. And it's now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Frazier fires. And one reached for a foul out of play off to the right side. No balls and 2 strikes on Dudinakis. So yesterday it was the Pippins taking on a non-league opponent that they had never seen before. in the Cascade Collegiate League. Nobody had seen them before except Wenatchee. This is a more familiar foe. 1 on, nobody out. No score here in the top of the second at the Orchard. Frazier with the 0-2 pitch. Runner takes off, and there's a ground ball hit to shortstop. Parker bobbles, doesn't have a play at second. Sidearms to first in time, and they get 1 out. And could have nearly been 2 had Parker not had a little bit of trouble with that ball. But they are able to get the runner at first. And now Kendall Yackley will bat with the go-ahead run in scoring position. Man at second, 1 down. Here's the pitch. To Yackley. Hard line shot right to short. Bouncing off of the chest of DiCarlo. He comes back with it and then throws to first, not in time. So now 2 on, 1 out. And Braden Torres Moore steps to the dish. The Pippins continue their defensive struggles, something that has haunted them throughout the year. They lead the West Coast League in errors. And they've had 2 in 2 innings today. Here's the pitch. Torres Moore takes a fastball below the knees, ball 1, 1-0. Rather, scratch that. They've now had 1 after a first inning error was changed to a 6-4 fielder's choice. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup, 1-1. Torres Moore, the catcher. Bats from the right side with 2 on, 1 out. No score here in the top of the second. The Pippins grounding into a inning-ending double play in the bottom of the first inning. Right-hander Frazier at the ready. Turns and looks at second. Now turns and looks again. Now delivers the pitch, but time called right before he was going to deliver the pitch, and that is dangerous. Frazier, thankfully, was able to complete his motion. The pitch doesn't count, but frankly, that is dangerous. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 on, no score, top of the second. Tyler sets, letter high, and fires. Gorgeous breaking ball, drops in on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. Frazier, tall and lanky at 6'3", about 145 pounds. Black undershirt. The pitch. That's down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bell with a nice save. Underneath the lime green uniforms today for the Pippins, dark green hats. The white numbers on the backside with a slight navy trim, and the green Pippins across the chest with the home white pants. Frazier readies with a 2-2. And delivers. A ground ball hit to third. DiCarlo waits on it, fields at the chest, fires on the second for 1. Hormel to first. Not in time, he's safe. But they do get the man at second. And on a 5-4 fielder's choice, it puts runners on the corners with 2 outs for Paul Bryniarski. So Torres Moore to first, Snyder to third. And 2 down for the 9-hitter, Paul Bryniarski. Right-hander Tyler Frazier trying to get out of a second consecutive scoreless inning. No score here in this ball game. Top of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outer third for a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's in for a strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes on the left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Line shot to left. Pell comes on. It drops in front of him for a base hit. And Snyder jogs home from third. It's an opposite field RBI single for Paul Bryniarski. And the Honkers take a 1-0 lead here in Yakima. And the Pippins really unable to establish themselves like they did yesterday when in that ball game against the Cascade League was a 3-run bottom of the first. 11 runs on the day. Today the Honkers jump out to the early lead. And they lead it 1-0 over the Pippins. Back to the top of the order for Connor King. 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 Pippins trailing top of the second. Here's the pitch. Bunted back to the backstop. 0-1. King squared to bunt, and it went all the way to the backstop. No balls and a strike. Line drive deep to right. Andrews back towards the wall. He makes the catch on the track. And a ball that looked like it might leave the yard ends up dying at the track, and the inning is over. But the Honkers get 1 on 2 hits, an error, and they leave 2. And we go to the bottom of the second in a 1-0 ball game. Pippins trailing here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Yakima YMCA.
Planet Fitness is the one and only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you. However you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
1-0, the Northwest Honkers have the lead as we go to the bottom of the second here at the Orchard. Pippins looking for some offense. It'll be Brady Hormel and then Tyler Dean and Noah Andrews, the 4-5-6 part of the Pippins order to lead it off. With Hormel to bat from the left side and start things here in a 1-0 ball game. Right-hander Dominic Miller back out to the mound for the Honkers. Right versus left as we kickstart the home half of the second inning, which is brought to you by Pingree Ford. Here's the first pitch. Hormel watches a breaking ball in for a strike at the letters, 0-1. Pingree Ford is your trusted Ford dealership in Selah with an extensive new and pre-owned inventory. Visit Pingree Ford at 102 West Natchez Avenue in Selah when you're looking for your next vehicle. The 0-1. Hormel swings and misses at a changeup in the dirt, 0-2. And now Miller ahead in the count after a leadoff walk in the first. He got a fly out in a 1-6-3 double play to retire the side. Set and the 0-2. Line shot the opposite way. On the ground for the shortstop Bueno, who bobbles it, stays with it, throws on a first, and on 2 hops it skips away from first. And Hormel reaches on an E6. And now Tyler Dean will make his first at-bat in a Pippins uniform. The younger brother of Kyle Dean. Man on first, nobody out. 1-0 ball game here in the bottom of the second, with the Northwest Honkers leading. Here's the pitch. Dean takes a fastball high and away. Ball one. A quick pitch there from Miller. Long, dirty blonde hair. Curly poking out of the back of his cap. Dudinakis in on the grass at third. The pitch. That's high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes on Dean, who's headed to St. Edward's University in Texas in the fall after a couple of years in the junior college ranks in Utah. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 2-1. Hormel reached on a leadoff error. He stands at first with nobody out in a 1-run ball game. Bottom of the second. The pitch. Toss over to first, nothing doing. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the outside corner to a changeup, and it's 2-2 now on the first baseman, Dean, and a real first baseman. The pitch. Bouncing on the ground to second, bobbled by Padilla. He flips to short for one. Bueno on to first. Low throw, but it's secured. And it's a 4-6-3 double play, the second that the Pippins have grounded into today. And quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Now Noah Andrews will hit with the bases empty, 2 away, in a 1-0 ball game. Pippins trailing here in the bottom of the second. Right versus right. Andrews wide open stance from the right side on the first pitch. A slider in for a strike at the knees. 0-1 the count. Oh, and 1 on Andrews with Eddie Pelk to follow, and there's a line shot out to the gap, right center field. King, the center fielder, over. He dives, and it's just past his glove. So Andrews with a long single as Yackley and Wright backed that up really well. And so Noah held to a 2-out single, the first hit of the ball game for Yakima Valley. Now Eddie Pelk will hit from the left side, the left fielder for the Pippins today. Quick look at first. Miller sets and delivers. And that's down and in, and it hit Pelk. Fastball hit him on his foot. Otherwise, it could have rolled to the backstop and would have allowed Andrews to take second. Instead, Pelk is hit by the pitch. And there's now 2 on, 2 out for James Bell in his first at-bat in a little over 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a day, to be exact, since Bell's last at-bat. He hits with 2 on, 2 out in a 1-0 ball game. Pippins trailing in the bottom of the second.
That just exudes confidence.
Right versus right. Bell steps in. Miller nods, gets the sign, turns and looks to second, and fires. Breaking ball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Set and the 0-1. Miller delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses just a hair inside to Bell. 1 ball and 1 strike. James, who 2 weeks and a day ago in Port Angeles was hit on the elbow by a pitch, and he's wearing a black brace over his left elbow right now. 2 on, 2 out. Pippins down a run here in the bottom of the second. The pitch. A slider that tails down and outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. And initially wasn't a very serious injury, but it somewhat kept bothering him for quite some time. But now he's finally back in the lineup, and these are a couple of good games to get him some much-needed repetitions and give Brett Wells some much-needed rest behind the plate. 2-1 fastball misses just inside and a bit low. 3-1 on Bell. Noah Andrews at second after a 2-out single. Eddie Pelk was hit by the subsequent pitch. He stands at first. The 3-1 on the way to James Bell. Right-hander fires. And a breaking ball misses high and inside. Ball 4. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Luke Schwartz. Quick visit to the mound from the first baseman Snyder. He jogs back to first. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Luke Schwartz, the Pippins center fielder, in a 1-0 ball game. The Honkers on top here in the bottom of the second. And the right-handed hitting center fielder waits on the first pitch and bunts it down the third base line. This is a good one. Third baseman can't make the play, and the Pippins tie the game on a squeeze. Noah Andrews scores on a perfectly executed bunt underneath the bare hand of Peter Dudinakis. And we are tied at 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. On a bunt single, a squeeze play, perfectly executed down the third base line. And Luke Schwartz picks up the RBI. Pelk goes to third, Bell to second. The game now tied at 1. And Tanner Parker at the plate, the first pitch to him. Backdoor breaking ball, drops in at the knees for a strike, 0-1. It even surprised me. I guess thinking ahead now, you'd think, okay, that's not the most surprising outcome given Schwartz. Pitch to Parker, a fastball in at the knees for a strike, 0-2, but it just kind of came out of nowhere. He showed no indications he was going to square, and then he led a perfect one down the third base line. Bases full. 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Back to a breaking ball, wrapped on the ground to first. Taken on a high hop by Snyder, the first baseman, and he runs it to the bag himself in time to retire the side. The Pippins strand the bases loaded, but get a run on a suicide squeeze, and we go to the third in a 1-1 ball game here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Pippins And the Northwest Honkers knotted up at 1 as we go to the third here at the Orchard. And the 2-3-4 part of the Honkers order to bat against right-hander Tyler Frazier back out for a third inning of work. He's allowed 1 unearned run so far in his first 2. And he faces Jordan Padilla. Start things off right on right. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball, tap foul off the plate and off of James Bell's mitt, and it's 0-1. Brock Bueno and then Chaz Lopez to follow. On the out-of-town scoreboard in Victoria, a 1-0 lead for the Harbor Cats over Ridgefield. Bend 2, Wenatchee nothing, top of the third. Cowlitz on top of Kelowna, 2-1 in the top of the third. And the Walla Walla Sweets and Bellingham are currently delayed due to rain. The kick and the 0-1. There's a deep drive, high in the air, left center field, sends Schwartz back towards the warning track. He hauls up at the track, and it makes the catch on a deep fly ball, 1 out. Now I'm wondering, it must be raining really hard in Bellingham because that's a turf field. The whole field is turf and they're still in a rain delay. It must be absolutely pouring there. Since you can play in a light drizzle or even a light rain. First pitch to Brock Bueno, a backdoor breaking ball in for a strike on the inside corner. A ball and a strike on Bueno. They're set to begin in about 5 minutes in Bellingham. The pitch. Line shot down the third base line, but it's foul into the Pippins bullpen. And it's 0-2 on Brock Bueno. Pippins and the Honkers tied at 1 here in the top of the third. Nobody on, 1 out. And the pitch to Bueno. Frazier delivers. Swing and a miss. Got him on a changeup. Gorgeous late break on that off-speed offering. First strikeout for Frazier. Second out here the third. Here's the first pitch to Chaz Lopez, a fastball in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 on Lopez, right-handed hitter who bounced into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. 1-1 the score, top of the third. Bases clear, 2 outs. Tyler Frazier, the lanky right-hander, sets off of the first base side of the rubber, curls his left leg in, now kicks out and fires and misses in the dirt with a fastball, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The base is clear and a 1-1 ball game here in the third. The pitch. There's a changeup that hits the knees on the outside corner. Strike 1 called. 2-1 on Chaz Lopez. A right-handed hitter out of Pacific Lutheran University. Frazier kicks his leg, the 2-1 pitch. A breaking ball that never really reached the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Base is clear and 2 outs. The pitch. Foul tip back into the glove on a fastball, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pippins and Honkers tied at 1. Here's the pitch. Hit off the hands to right for Andrews, who waits for it. Didn't really have to move a whole lot. He reaches up and makes the grab. And the inning comes to a close. 1-2-3, top of the third for Tyler Frazier. We go to the bottom half in a 1-1 ball game here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, Go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
One ball game. Nick DiCarlo to lead it off for the Pippins in the bottom of the third. On the first pitch, he sees a breaking ball in the outside corner for a called first strike. DiCarlo, Dean, and then Hormel, the middle of the Pippins order. Here in the bottom of the third. Now the kick and the 0-1. Right-hander fires, and there's a line shot towards right. Yackley a few steps over to his right. He leans back, reaches up, and makes the hat-high grab, one away. So a quick out here to start the bottom of the third, and Kyle Dean will step in from the right side. He bounced into a double play in his first at-bat. Right-hander versus right-hander at a 1-1 ball game, bottom of the third. Nobody on, one out. Middle infield, straight away. Corners play a shade in. The pitch. Fastball dot to the knees for strike one. Brady Hormel to follow. Here's the 0-1 from the right-hander. He delivers. A curveball that misses high and inside to Dean, 1-1, who, again, won the West Coast League batting title for the Pippins a year ago. Hitting .374 after joining the team in late June. Now he joins in early July. Becomes a revolving door here for the Pippins of players this season. The 1-1, that's a ball driven out to deep center field. King back on his horse to his right. It's over his head and bounces off the warning track and then off the middle of the wall. Dean runs into second with a stand-up, one-out double. And the Pippins have the go-ahead run in scoring position here in the bottom of the third. A double to dead center field. And now Brady Hormel steps to the plate for the Pippins with 1 on, 1 out in a 1-1 ball game, bottom of the third. Dominic Miller, the righty, comes set. With Dudinakis in on the grass at third in the first pitch, a fastball down and in, a ball with no strikes. Here to Hormel, who reached on an error in his first at-bat. Stocky left-hand hitter. The 1-0. Soft fly ball, out past shortstop, over the head of Bueno at short. It drops into left center field for a single. And then has trouble with the ball in center. Dean comes home. The throw is not in time. Hormel takes second on a go-ahead single. A run comes in on an error, and it's 2-1 Yakima Valley here in the bottom of the third. So another error committed by the Honkers defensively. And that allows the Pippins to take the lead as Kyle Dean comes in from second on an error by the center fielder, Connor King. And now with 1 on, 1 out, Tyler Dean comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Tyler. Left-handed hitter takes an off-speed offering outside, 1-0. Tyler in his first at-bat with the Pippins hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Can't do that here with a man at second, Hormel. 1 out in a 2-1 ball game. Pippins on top, bottom of the second. The pitch. Slow breaking ball misses up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Tyler Dean, who will be counted on primarily just to play a good first base. He's well regarded defensively over there. The pitch. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball, 2-1. Dean reached on a double, then came home on the error after Brady Hormel's single. As Tyler Dean fouls one back, 2-2. Kyle Dean, that'll take some getting used to. Having 2 brothers on the same team. Would have to check, but that might be the first time in Pippins' history that happens. Here's the 2-2. Righty deals. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. The first strikeout for Miller, the second out here the last half of the third. They'll bring up Noah Andrews, the right fielder. Hormel at second, 2 outs in a 2-1 ball game. Pippins leading bottom of the third. Honkers right-hander set. Turns off and looks to second, but nothing doing. Appreciate everybody listening in here on the third of 6 non-league games for the Pippins in 2019. The pitch. Breaking ball strike at the knees, 0-1. Andrews singled to deep right center in his first at-bat. The pitch, grounded foul, third base side, 0-2. The no-ball, 2-strike pitch. Andrews hits a soft grounder to shortstop. Bueno can't collect and has no play at first. An easy ground ball, and Brock Bueno could not field cleanly. Andrews reaches on an error. The second of the inning, the third of the ball game. And it puts runners on the corners with 2 outs for Eddie Pell. The pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike at the knees, and Andrews just jogged to second. Slow delivery, slow pitch, and he gets the stolen base. The pitch. Back to a breaking ball, down and away. And it's 2-1 on Pelk, 1-1 on Pelk. Two balls, the pitch. Bends Pelk inside, 2-1. Runners in scoring position, 2 of them in a 2-1 ball game. Pippins leading bottom of the third. Here's the set and the 2-1 pitch. Right-hander kicks and deals. Breaking ball down and away, 3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Pelk takes a fastball in the dirt, ball 4. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs for James Bell. Bell bats with the bases loaded, 2 down. The Pippins leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch from right-hander Dominic Miller. Breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Bell reached on a walk in his first at-bat. His first game in over 2 weeks. Here's the kick and the 0-1. There's a foul back off the plate, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on James Bell. Bats with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Pippins ahead by a run, bottom of the third. The 2-1 pitch. Down and away, 3 balls and a strike on the right-handed batter. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Miller fires. And a breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Bell goes down swinging to end the bottom of the third. Pippins get a run on 2 hits, an error. They leave the bases loaded as we go to the 4th inning here in Yakima. 2-1 Pippins lead on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome and se habla español. This is how we care.
Which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
3 innings in the books. We go to the 4th here at the Orchard. Pippins leading 2-1. And tonight's 4th inning sponsor, Les Schwab, set the standard for tire service more than 65 years ago, and they continue to go out of their way to keep you on your way. With 3 locations in Yakima and Sela, the dedicated professionals at Les Schwab provide excellent advice and useful service every day. At Les Schwab, doing the right thing matters. Joshua Snyder, the big left-handed hitting first baseman for the Honkers, fouls the first pitch that he sees back. And it is 0-1 on Snyder, who singled in the center in his first at-bat, one of 3 hits off of Tyler Frazier today for the Honkers. Frazier back out for his 4th inning of work, and he misses outside with a breaking ball to push the count to 1-1. So far, Tyler's given up an unearned run on 3 hits and a strikeout, hasn't walked a batter. Righty turns and delivers the 1-1. There's a hack and a foul. Rolls off to the right on another breaking ball, and the count 1-2. And Tyler Frazier, his best pitch, certainly that slurvy breaking ball. Sometimes looks more like a curveball, sometimes more like a slider. Also has a good changeup, and the mid-80s fastball that's still developing. You can see traces. Here's the 1-2. There's a fastball, hit in the air, third base side, foul ground. DiCarlo watches that one into his glove. What a play, Nick DiCarlo. Looked for a second like that was going to get over the screen, but DiCarlo waited on it, took a jump step, and made the catch, 1 out. And 5 consecutive set down by Tyler Frazier, and it'll bring up Peter Dudonakis, the right-handed hitting Third baseman for the Honkers, who is 0 for 1 today. Nobody on, 1 out. Pippins lead 2-1 in the top of the 4th. Frazier winds and delivers the pitch. And there's a chopper off to the right, foul off of Dudinakis' foot, 0-1. The infield and outfield straight away at normal depth. You could certainly see if Frazier adds a lot more weight to his listed 6'2", 150-pound frame. That added weight, added strength, time in the weight room. And it wouldn't be a shock if in 2-3 years this is a guy who's pumping high 80s, low 90s with the fastball. The wind and the 0-1. Fastball down and in, a ball and a strike. The Oregon coaching staff certainly thinks so. You don't often see guys recruited into the Pac-12 who presently throw in the low to mid 80s. But Frazier is so projectable, there's plenty of reason to believe more is in the tank. 1-1 pitch. Golf swing at a breaking ball. And that's a strange decision to appeal to first, as he took a complete swing, but the home plate umpire asked for an appeal anyway, and the count's 1-2. Base is clear, 1 out, 2-1 lead for the Pippins, top of the 4th. After a run came home on an error for the Honkers, the pitch. There's a chopper foul, left side, a ball and 2 strikes. Sorry, it was a run that came home on an error by the Honkers. An error from the Pippins. 1 out and the base is clear. Whole infield a shade deep, outfield normal depth straight away. Frazier drops back, now the 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The biggest thing with Tyler has been inconsistent strike throwing in his first couple of Pippins games, but you can't say that tonight. 50 pitches, 38 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on the breaking ball. The second strikeout for Frazier, 2 down here in the 4th. And now with that last pitch, Frazier has thrown 76% of his pitches tonight for strikes. That is a very, very good number for a guy who has not been very consistent with strike throwing. 2-1 Pippins lead, bases empty, 2 away. Here in the top of the 4th, and Kendall Yackley digs in. Right-handed batter, tall and lanky, first pitch. A fastball misses below the knees, ball 1. In fact, it's rare that Frazier has started a batter with a ball today. It's just the 5th time he's done so in 15 batters faced. Leg kick and the 1-0 pitch. High and in, miss with a fastball. The count's 2-0. Honkers have worked just 2 3-ball counts against him. And one of them was the very first batter of the game, Connor King. Trying to avoid a third. Here's the 2-0. Frazier fires. And a changeup on the inside corner, called a strike. 2-1 on Yackley. Kendall Yackley from Linwood, Washington, formerly at the University of Jamestown. One thing about this Honkers team is there's a lot of guys who are in their 20s, done with their collegiate playing careers. Swing and a miss, strike 2, got him on an inside changeup, and the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 outs. 2-1 lead for the Pippins here in the top of the 4th. Kendall Yackley waits on the 2-2. And there's a swing and a miss on an outside slider. Strike 3, 7 in a row set down by Tyler Frazier. He's second consecutive 1-2-3 frame. And we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning with the Pippins leading the Honkers 2-1 here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever, or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Is sweeter for the warm summer months than a great scoop of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Your Baskin-Robbins store right here in Yakima on South First Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South First location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
Luke Schwartz leads off the bottom of the fourth for the Yakima Valley Pippins, 9-1-2 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Schwartz, who had a bunt squeeze single to tie the game at 1 in the second. The first pitch. Breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Schwartz followed by Tanner Parker and Nick DiCarlo. The pitch. Fastball down and in, 1-1. One ball, one strike on Luke Schwartz here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The 2-1 pitch, or excuse me, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball high and in, 2-1. Third baseman Dudinakis a step shy of the grass. Here's the offering. Fastball at the knees, 2-2. The pitch. That's in the dirt with a fastball, 3-2. Three balls, two strikes, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the fourth. The kick and the pitch. Fastball in the dirt, ball 4, and Luke Schwartz draws a leadoff walk to get things going here in the bottom of the fourth. And now to bring up Tanner Parker. With one on, nobody out. The pitch. Fastball down low. One ball, no strikes on Parker. Here's the pitch. Toss over to first, nothing doing. 2-1, the Pippins lead in the bottom of the fourth. One on, nobody out. And now a visit to the mound by manager Martin Lawrence. As actually he wants to talk to the home plate umpire as the catcher meet here. Not comedian Martin Lawrence. Although that would be really cool if that was him here at the game. And I'm not sure what this meeting could possibly be about. Now Allie, the Pippins, or excuse me, Alyssa, the Pippins athletic trainer, has run out to talk to the umpires. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Either way, there's a man on first, nobody out. The Pippins leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. As this conversation continues on the first base side. And now the umpires and Pippins athletic trainer Alyssa have concluded their conversation. No runner at first, nobody out here in a 2-1 ball game. Pippins leading in the 4th. And now Marcus McKimmey wants a word. No idea what this is about. 2-1 Pippins, bottom 4. Trying to figure out what's going on. And now Dominic Miller, the pitcher for the Honkers, started to toss a few over to third, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Now we're ready to reconvene. A 1-0 count on Tanner Parker. The kick and the pitch. That's down and in. Runner takes off for second. The throw in plenty of time. Schwartz is out. And he is caught stealing to erase that leadoff walk, 1 down. Here's the 2-0 to Parker. Fastball down and in. 3 balls, no strikes. Pippins lead 2-1, bottom 4. The pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 3-1. The count on Tanner Parker. Here's the pitch. Line shot into center field. Base hit for Parker. And a 1-out single for the Pippins leadoff man. Puts 1 on, 1 out for Nick DiCarlo. DiCarlo bats with 1 on, 1 out in a 2-1 ball game. The Pippins leading in the bottom of the 4th. Dominic Miller, the right-hander, turns and looks to first, now fires. And misses down and away with a slider, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes on DiCarlo, who's 0 for 2 today with a pair of flyouts. Kyle Dean, Brady Hormel to follow. Here's the 1-0 from Miller. Down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Missed with the fastball. Turn and a look to first. Here's the 2-0. Step off the rubber. Now Miller sets. The pitch. High drive. Out to left, but should be playable for Brian Yarski over to his right. Loses his hat, but makes the catch. 2 hands over his head down the left field line. And DiCarlo has now flied out 3 times in this ball game. And it will bring up Kyle Dean with 2 away. Turn and a look to first. Here's the first pitch. Righty delivers and misses up high with a fastball, ball 1 to Kyle Dean, who has doubled and bounced into a double play in 2 trips to the plate tonight in his first game with the Pippins in 2019. Quick look to first. Now the set and the pitch. That's inside. Spins Dean out of the way of an inside fastball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Kyle Dean. The 2-0 pitch. Right-hander delivers. Runner takes off, and then Parker trots back to first after an outside slider. 3 balls, no strikes. On the right-handed hitting Dean. Pippins leading it 2-1, bottom of the 4th. 2 outs and a man at first. Miller turns, now sets. Running up his pitch count a little bit. Quick toss to first, nothing doing. Parker back in safely. Miller at around 74 pitches right now. And we do have a clarification on what the issue was with that delay earlier, as Dean takes a fastball in the dirt ball 4 to move Parker up to second on a 2-out walk. One of the umpires was in pain, and that was what the delay was. But thankfully that got sorted out. 2 on, 2 out for Brady Hormel. Pippins lead 2-1, bottom 4. 5 hits for Yakima Valley, 3 for the Honkers so far today. We'll get a look at our out-of-town scoreboard momentarily. Pitch down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. To Hormel, who is 1 for 2 today. Victoria 4, Ridgefield 2 in the top of the 5th. Wenatchee leading Bend, Bend leading Wenatchee 3-0 in the top of the 5th as this pitch is down and inside, 2-0. Cowlitz 2, Kelowna 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball up high, and it's 3-0 on Hormel, and now the catcher, Torres Moore, wants a word with right-hander Dominic Miller, who starting to see some real command issues pop up. A walk here would be his 6th of the day. In Bellingham, they had pushed the start time back to 7:45, but that game has not gotten underway. I'm really wondering, it must be pouring in Bellingham because that is an all-turf field. And most of the seats are covered, too. So it must be an absolute downpour for them to be delayed almost an hour. 3-0 to Hormel, down and in, ball 4. Or no, call, yes, okay. It almost looked like the home plate umpire was going to make a late strike call. But Hormel draws a 4-pitch walk. That is back-to-back 4-pitch walks to load the bases for Tyler Dean. And there is nobody throwing in the Honkers bullpen. Now Martin Lawrence is going to come out to the mound to have a chat with his right-hander, as a couple of players will head down to the bullpen for the Honkers, Warren Uchinsky and Austin Pasica. The base is loaded, 2 outs. The Pippins leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Tyler Dean to bat. Mound visit still going on. It's the right-hander Warren Uchinsky out of Bellevue College. Tall righty, 6'8", that starts to loosen in the bullpen down the right field line. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Tyler Dean. Here's the pitch. Dean pops it foul, left side, out of play, 0-1. Tyler Dean without a hit in his Pippins debut. The Pippins lead, bottom of the 4th. Here's the kick and the pitch. Fastball taken down low, 1-1. Well, that foul, if anything, broke a stretch of 8 straight balls fired in by the right-hander. The 1-1. Line shot down the third base line, curling foul and into lefty's bar down the left field line, 1-2. Two to 1, Pippins lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Bases loaded, 2 down. The set and the 1-2. Breaking ball, high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. On Dean. Noah Andrews to follow should this inning continue. Pippins with a real chance to break this one open. With a big hit here. The 2-2. Breaking ball high and away. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and they're really going to have to get the righty warming in the bullpen. All of this trouble coming with 2 outs. Luke Schwartz started the inning with a walk, but he was erased on a caught stealing. Then a single, a fly out, back-to-back walks. Nowhere to put him. 3-2 bases loaded. Runners take off. Outside ball 4. Tyler Dean draws a 2-out walk with the bases loaded to bring home Tanner Parker, and the Pippins extend their lead to 3-1 on the 3rd consecutive walk from the righty Miller. And Noah Andrews will come to the plate, and we'll see if he'll face Miller. The bullpen catcher has now left the bullpen, but the tall righty Achinsky is still down there in the bullpen, and they're going to let Miller face Noah Andrews. First pitch. Andrews takes a fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Andrews has singled and reached on an error today. Miller now at 84 pitches with more balls than strikes. He's walked 7 batters on the day, 4 in this inning. And his 0-1. A breaking ball high and a ball and a strike. And I wouldn't even say it's been wild. He's just been nibbling a lot. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Pippins lead 3-1, bottom of the 4th. A run in each of the last 3 innings. Here's the kick and the pitch. Fastball driven in the air to left, but Barniarski over to his left has room and makes the catch in the gap. And that retires the side. The Pippins, though, do get a run on a bases-loaded walk from Tyler Dean and extend their lead to 4-1 as we go to the 5th here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Stores in Yakima and Natchez provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware, hardware supplies and competitive prices.
Pippins lead 4-1 as we go to the top of the 5th. And Braden Torres-Moore, Paul Bryniarski, and then Connor King to bat for the Northwest Honkers, facing right-hander Tyler Frazier back out for his 5th inning of work. He's been quite good through the first 4 and has retired 7 in a row. Facing Torres-Moore, the catcher, the infield-outfield straight away, normal depth. Here's the pitch from Frazier. Bunt shown, pulled back, and a fastball taken at the knees, 0-1. On Braden Torres-Moore. The pitch bounced on the ground, past the dive of DiCarlo at third, and into left field for a leadoff single by Torres Moore, the catcher. Now we'll go to the 9-hole for Paul Bryniarski. So a leadoff single. Now the pitch to Bryniarski. First to toss over, nothing doing. Toss over to first, nothing doing. Here's the pitch. Bunted in front of the plate. Bell waits for it to roll foul. No, he doesn't. He picks it up. Guns to first in time. And it looked like they were going to wait for that to roll foul. Instead, it's a successful sacrifice for Bryniarski that moves Torres Moore into scoring position with one out. So a 2-3 sacrifice moves a man into scoring position. One down for Connor King, who's 0 for 2. Corners play even with their respective bags. Parker, the shortstop, keeps Torres Moore close to the bag at second. Frazier gives a quick look, now kicks and deals. There's a fastball that gets inside, past Bell and to the backstop. A wild pitch or perhaps a pass ball, either way. It gets Torres Moore to third with one out on what is scored a passed ball. And a 1-0 count on King, left-handed hitter. Now the corner's in for the Pippins in a 3-1 ball game in the fifth. The pitch from Frazier. Fastball taken down low, 2-0. Tyler's going to have to battle back here after a good start to his outing. Things have sort of slowed down a hair. Here's the 2-0. Righty delivers. Fastball down and in. 3 balls, no strikes on Connor King. Here's the 3-0. Back to a breaking ball in for a strike. 3-1 on King. The pitch. Down and in, ball 4. He walked him, and that puts runners on the corners with one out for Jordan Padilla. First walk of the day, surprisingly, from the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off, and a bouncing ground ball to first for Dean, who looks towards home, instead takes it to first, realizing he had no play. It's an RBI ground out for Jordan Padilla, brings home a run, and makes it 3-2. The Pippins leading over the Northwest Honkers. Braden Torres Moore scores. Connor King gets to second. A run earned to Tyler Frazier, his first earned run given up of the day. And now Brock Bueno bats. He's 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch. Ground ball, first base side. Dean waits on it. It's a foul ball, 0-1. Looked like it might stay fair, but eventually just kept bouncing too far foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Frazier looks to second. Now delivers. And a breaking ball. Tap foul off the plate, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The tying run at second here in the top of the 5th in a 3-2 ball game. Right-hander delivers. Breaking ball, back door, missed. Just inside, apparently. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Turn in a look to second, where Connor King leads off. Pitch. Back to a breaking ball, down low, and the count is even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Frazier looking for his 4th strikeout. The pitch. Breaking ball again missed. That's 3 straight sliders that he's missed with. Full count pitch with 2 outs. Here it comes. Frazier delivers. And it gets a swing and a miss at an outside changeup, and Tyler Frazier with a big strikeout to end the bottom of the 5th. The run comes home for the Honkers, but we go to the bottom of the 5th. Pippins ahead 3-2 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Concession stands throughout the orchard.
Tailgaters Bar and Grill in Sela offers an upscale dining experience in a relaxed atmosphere in downtown Sela. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Sela. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
Three to 2, Pippins lead the Honkers. We go to the bottom of the 5th here at the Orchard. 5th inning brought to you by Denny's, located at 3704 Fruitvale Boulevard in Yakima and 2603 Rudkin Road in Union Gap. Kids eat free at Denny's from 4 to 10 on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and you can get a 20% off coupon at the Orchard just for attending a game. The Pippins are proud to partner with Denny's in Yakima and Union Gap. Fastball in at the knees for a strike to Pelk, 0-1. Eddie has walked twice in 2 trips to the plate. The Pippins leading 3 to 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, hit back to the top of the screen left side, 0-2 to Pelk. Pippins have scored a run in each of the last 3 innings, but You also feel like they might have left something on the table as they've left the bases loaded in each of the last 3 innings. Right-hander Dominic Miller still out with a pitch count nearing 100. He delivers. Misses up high with a fastball 1-2. This next one will be his 90th of the night. And a right-hander, Warren Uczynski, had been warming in the bullpen for the Honkers in the 4th inning, but he has since sat down. I imagine he'd be the first they turn to, the 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called on the inside corner. Pelk didn't like the call. Either way, it's the 3rd strikeout for Miller and the first out here in the bottom of the 5th to bring up James Bell. Here's the first pitch to Bell, the right-handed hitter. And he drives this one right into center field, base hit. Pretty well struck by James Bell. And he has his first hit since coming back from an injured elbow. A 1-out single here in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to Schwartz, the Pippins center fielder, takes outside. Luke has bunted for an RBI single and walked in 2 trips to the plate today. The 1-0 on the way. Righty delivers. That one's driven down the left field line. That is a fair ball just inside the line and bounces off the base of the wall down the left field line in the corner. Bell scurries into 3rd. Luke Schwartz with a 1-out double to put 2 in scoring position with 1 out for Tanner Parker. And quite the game for Schwartz. They're going to keep Dominic Miller in, but Warren Uczynski gets back loosening in the bullpen for the Honkers. 2 in scoring position, 1 out. Pippins leading 3-2 in the 5th. Here's the first pitch. Parker drives this down the right field line and into the picnic deck, but well foul, 0-1. Tanner has singled today as part of a 1-for-2 day. Here's the 0-1. Righty fires. That's inside. Nearly pushed Parker out of the way, 1-1. The infield comes in here for the Honkers in a 3-2 ball game. Pippins leading. The pitch to Tanner. Breaking ball hit. Diving catch by the second baseman, Padilla. He throws to 3rd, and they doubled him off. No, they pulled the 3rd baseman, Budedinsky, off the bag. And Parker is safe at 3rd, or the runner is safe at 3rd. James Bell, ooh, that was really close. But a heck of a play by Padilla at 2nd to dive and collect it. And now Nick DiCarlo will bat. DiCarlo hits with 2 in scoring position, 2 outs. Pippins leading 3-2 in the 5th. The pitch popped up, right side, foul ground. Snyder gives chase towards the wall. That's out of play. Very foul, 0-1. DiCarlo's 0 for 3 today. He has flied out 3 separate times. Oh, 0-1 pitch from the righty. He sets. And delivers home. DeCarlo takes down and away, a ball and a strike. Kyle Dean waiting on deck. Here in the bottom of the fifth, Pippins winning 3-2. One pitch. Check swing and a breaking ball in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher Torres Moore, but nothing doing. 2 balls and a strike from right-hander Dominic Miller. The pitch, that misses, 3-1. 2 on, 2 out. Pippins leading 3-2 here in the last half of the fifth. Trying to avoid stranding multiple runners for the 4th consecutive inning. As here's the 101st pitch from Dominic Miller. The offering. Ground ball, third base side, foul, 3-2. The count is full. Full count pitch. Breaking ball driven deep to left center field. King over to his right, and he makes the catch up against the track. And the Pippins strand 2 here in the bottom of the fifth. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And we go to the 6th. 3-2 Pippins on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you, however you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
3-2 Pippins. We go to the 6th. Here at the Orchard, Chaz Lopez, Joshua Snyder, Peter Dudinakis to bat against right-hander Tyler Frazier, who's been quite good, just 1 earned run over 5 innings so far tonight. The righty faces Lopez, a righty who is 0 for 2 today. Here's the kick and the first pitch. And a breaking ball nowhere close, hits Lopez in his back. And he'll jog down to first with a leadoff hit by pitch. And now Josh Snyder digs in. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. One on, nobody out. The tying run here in the 6th. Frazier ready. Now he throws. Runner takes off. The pitch grounded. Back up the middle. Hormel, the second baseman, couldn't field it going to his right. Both runners reach safely. on the fielding error by Hormel at second. Now this is getting sloppy. It brings up Peter Dudonakis. Left-hander Jack Gonzalez warming in the Pippins bullpen here in the 6th with 2 on, nobody out, and a 3-2 ball game. And now Dudonakis will walk down the third base line to get the signs from Martin Lawrence, the third base coach for the Honkers. Three to 2, Pippins lead, corners in. Here's the set and the pitch. Frazier deals. Bunt shown, and the bunt pulled back on a fastball high and away, ball 1. Dudonakis has bounced out and struck out in 2 trips, so turning to square, not the worst idea in the world. The 1-0. That's bunt, popped up in the air. Frazier fields it. And Dudonakis could not lay the bunt down as he pops out to Frazier, 1 away. Now we'll see if the bunt is still on with Kendall Yackley, the center fielder, or the right fielder for the Honkers, who has struck out and reached on an error in 2 trips to the plate tonight. Bats here with 2 out, or 2 on, 1 out, and the Pippins leading 3-2 in the top of the 6th. Pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup, 0-1. And now things starting to look sharper for Frazier, who in the pitch count department is still in pretty good shape given how many strikes he's thrown, about 76 right now. So for the first time this year, the West Coast League has 2 rainouts, as Walla Walla and Bellingham were postponed due to rain. Victoria 4, Ridgefield 2, bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-1. That's sliced down the right field line, curling foul, and it goes foul, thankfully for the Pippins. And it's now 0-2 on Yackley. Cowlitz 3, Kelowna 2, top of the 8th. Bend 6, Wenatchee 1 in the bottom of the 6th as Bend looks for a series win on the road. The Portland Pickles leading the Perth Colts in the top of the 5th in a non-league action. Three to 2 Pippins, top of the 6th with a tying run at second base with 1 out. Here's the 0-2. Frazier turns and looks at second. Now fires, looking for his 5th strikeout. And there's a ground ball hit to shortstop. Parker charging in to his right, has no play at any base. He double clutched on a slow ground ball, bobbled it a little, and the bases are loaded with 1 out on what could go as a hit or an error. Now it'll bring up Braden Torres Moore. As James Bell, the catcher, goes out to talk with his pitcher, Tyler Frazier. Still no official ruling on that. I think they're going to give him a hit after Parker double clutched. No indication yet whether that's a hit or an error. For whatever reason, they just haven't let us know yet. And it's an infield single. Pitch by Torres Moore is bounced foul down the third base line, 0-1. So it's an infield single for Kendall Yackley to put runners at every base with 1 out here in a 1-run game in the 6th inning here in Yakima. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at an outside slider, 0-2. Got Yackley chasing, and now Frazier just needs 1 more pitch. Left-hander Jack Gonzalez still good to go down the left field line of the Pippins bullpen. Figure the Pippins would like to go 7, 8, 9, 3 different arms if possible. Get everybody some work. The set and the 0-2 pitch. Frazier delivers. Flied foul, right side, out of play. Fan tried to make an outstretched grab, but he didn't get out of his seat. Makes it kind of hard to catch those balls in that scenario. The 0-2. Frazier delivers. Breaking ball, missed below the knees, ball one. It was a pretty close pitch. A 1-2 on the inside corner with a front door breaking ball. Strike three called. What a pitch by Frazier. His fifth strikeout of the day, 2 away. And now pitching coach Rob Hippie out to the mound. And around 80 pitches. That'll do it for Tyler Frazier, who exits with the bases loaded. And Jack Gonzalez coming in. We take a pitching change break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
The smell of fresh-cut barley. The sound of boots in a barn. The sight of the sun rising over the fields.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
He grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Jack Gonzalez takes over for the Pippins here in a 1-run ball game, top of the 6th inning. The left-hander from Dixie State pitches with the bases loaded, 2 outs here in the 6th, and he replaces Tyler Frazier. 3 runners on in a 1-run ball game. The go-ahead run at second, the tying run at first. And Paul Bryanarski come to the plate. He has singled and hit into a sacrifice in 2 trips today. And he faces Gonzalez, the lefty, with a good fastball-curveball combination, who's been really good for the Pippins all year. And he'll try and strand the bases loaded here in the 6th. Right versus left matchup here in the top of the 6th. Paul Bryanarski digs in. Left on left. Probably a big part of the reason that they turned to Gonzalez in this spot. Lefty sets, kicks, deals. Fastball down and in, ball 1. Funky delivery for Gonzalez, a lot of twists and turns, but it's twist and turned his way to an excellent performance this summer for the Pippins, working on a nearly 15-inning streak without an earned run in league play. This fastball hits the knees for a strike, 1-1. Lopez at third, he led off this inning with a hit by pitch. Snyder at second, he reached on an error. Yackley at first after an infield single. Bases loaded, 2 down. Pippins lead by a run, top of the 6th. Here's the set and the pitch. Gonzalez turns and delivers. Curveball just outside, 2-1. The pitch, fouled off to the left. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Pippins lead 3-2 here in the 6th. Gonzalez ready. Here's the pitch. The 2-2. Popped foul, left side out of play. Stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Connor King will follow, and then Jordan Padilla. Should this inning continue? Pippins are hoping it doesn't. See if Gonzalez goes with a breaking ball here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Curveball just outside. And the count is full. That was a good pitch from Jack Gonzalez, but did not get the call on the outside breaking balls. Full count pitch, fouled off to the left, 3-2. Bases loaded, 2 down, 3-2. Pippins lead the Honkers, top 6. The pitch. Fastball, down low, ball 4, and a bases loaded walk from Gonzalez. It brings in Chaz Lopez and ties this game at 3. And it's a 3-3 ball game. And Joshua Snyder moves to 3rd. Yackley is 2nd. Connor King comes to the plate. That run unearned charge to Tyler Frazier. First pitch to King, fastball down low, ball 1, and Gonzalez struggling a bit here to throw strikes. 3-3 the score, top of the 6th. Here's the set and the 1-0. Lefty delivers. Breaking ball down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Bases loaded, 2 outs in a 3-3 ball game in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the 2-0. Fastball in for a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. These two teams will play again tomorrow at 6:35. The 2-1. Curveball inside, 3-1. And Gonzalez in danger of walking home another runner. 3 balls and a strike with the bases loaded, 2 outs in a 3-3 ball game, top of the 6th inning. The 3-1 pitch from Jack. Lefty twists and delivers. And there's a soft ground ball hit to shortstop. Parker waits on it, flips the short way to second in time, and the inning is over. So a 6-4 fielder's choice ends things, but the Honkers tie it up on a bases-loaded walk, and we're tied at 3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th here from the Orchard on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Spendings along the way. How much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Pippins and the Northwest Honkers tied at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Yakima. Kyle Dean to lead it off for the Pippins. Dean, Hormel, and then Dean. His brother Tyler will bat. Warren Uczynski, tall right-hander into the game for the Honkers, and he misses inside with his first pitch, a fastball, 1-0. A righty, 6'8", 175, a native of Denver, Colorado, plays at Bellevue College. With Dudinakis, the third baseman, in. Pitch to Dean, taken for a strike, 1-1. Dominic Miller, the starter, goes 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned on 7 walks and 3 strikeouts. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, rolled foul, first base side, 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The 6th inning brought to you by the Yakima Herald-Republic and YakimaHerald.com. Your best sources for local sports, news, entertainment, and lifestyle information from across Central Washington. Call 575-7755 to subscribe to a print or digital package. The Yakima Herald-Republic, they tell your stories. The 1-2. Dean takes outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shaping up to be another long night here at the Orchard. The 2-2. Fastball up high. Count is full. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Fastball way high, ball 4, and Dean draws a leadoff walk. His 3rd time reaching base today. And now Brady Hormel will bat. Here's the pitch. To Hormel. He shows bunt, pulls back on a breaking ball down and away. Hormel has singled, reached on an error, and walked today. Pitch popped up, left side, foul out of play, 1-1 on Brady Hormel. Around the West Coast League, Victoria taking on the Ridgefield Raptors. That game in the bottom of the 8th. The Harbor Cats lead 4-2. Bend 7, Wenatchee 1, top 7. Cowlitz 4, Kelowna 2 in the bottom of the 8th in Kelowna. Sorry, that game's in Longview, actually. The 1-1. Runner takes off, and Hormel on a hit and run took a hack at a pitch that was way out of the zone. Got a piece of it, 1-2. The 1-2 on the way to Hormel. Brady fires. That's outside, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Righty delivers. Inside and rolls to the backstop. That allows Dean to get to second on the wild pitch. Or the pass ball is what they score it. So the count now full on Hormel with a man at second, nobody out. The Pippins tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. The 3-2 from Ochinsky. Righty delivers. Fastball down low, ball 4, and back-to-back walks to start off the tall righties outing, and now it brings up Tyler Dean, who walked in, brought home a run in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to Dean, up high, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Tyler Dean, who was also struck out and bounced into a double play, 0 for 2. The 1-0 pitch. That ball's hit in the air, high, but not very deep. Out towards second. Padilla back, the second baseman, and nearly a collision with the right fielder, Yackley, who comes on and makes the play. Quite a play by Yackley in right field. And now Noah Andrews will hit with 1 out and 2 on. Here's the first pitch to Andrews, right-handed hitter. Bunted down the third base side, a fair ball picked up by Ochinsky. The pitcher guns to first, not in time! Noah Andrews beats out a bunt. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Eddie Pelk. First pitch. Pelk takes on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch with the bases loaded, 1 out. Corners in. The pitch. Fouled back, 1-2 to Pelk. Pippins with a go-ahead run at third. The 1-2. Line shot down the right field line. That is a foul ball, just an inch shy of the line, just to the right. And it's 1-2. The pitch. Pelk fouls it back. And it stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball up high, 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. The 2-2. Check swing and a breaking ball in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the full count pitch to Eddie Pelk. Line shot down the left field line, foul. And it remains 3-2 and a long at bat to Pelk. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded, 1 out. Three-two. Pelk hits it back foul. And this at-bat remains alive. We'll have a 10th pitch. Three-two. Fouled back. Again, and Pelk has fouled off 6 pitches in this at-bat. Three balls, 2 strikes. The base is loaded, 1 out. Eddie Pelk trying to bring home the go-ahead run. The pitch. Taken, ball 4, down and away, and Eddie Pelk draws a 12-pitch walk to bring home Kyle Dean from third, and the Pippins have the lead back. It is 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Third walk of the inning from Ochinsky, and it brings up James Bell, who bats again with the bases loaded, still 1 out. 4-3 Pippins, bottom 6. Here's the set and the pitch. Bell takes up high, ball 1 from Ochinsky. Bell is 1 for 2 today with a walk, a strikeout, and a single into center. One-oh. Righty deals. There's a ground ball past the dive of the third baseman due to Lankus and into left field. 1 run is in. Here's Pelk around third. He'll score. And the Pippins lead 6-3 on a 2-run single. Or Andrews that scores, and the Pippins lead on a 2-run single from James Bell, 6-3. And Warren Ochinsky has surrendered the lead. That brings up Luke Schwartz. Schwartz, who has had a nice day, a double, an RBI single, and a walk in 3 trips. 6-3 Pippins, bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Ochinsky delivers. Pelk takes off, and there's a high fly ball, fouled off to the right, 0-1. The 0-1. Turn and a look to second, nothing doing. The 0-1. Outside, a ball and a strike. 6-3 Pippins, bottom of the 6th. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 1-2. Two on, 1 out. Pippins lead 6-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Uczynski. Schwartz lines it into left field for a base hit. Pilk gets the wave around third. He'll score without a throw. It's an RBI single for Luke Schwartz, and the Pippins lead 7-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Now Tanner Parker will hit at the top of the order for the Pippins. 2 on, 1 out in a 7-3 ball game, bottom of the 6th. 8th man to bat this inning for the Pippins. Uczynski's recorded just 1 out. He looks to second and deals. And a curveball that comes high and in, ball 1. Nick DiCarlo waiting on deck. He is 0 for 4 today. Tough inning for Warren Uczynski. Pippins have battered him around in this inning. The pitch. Popped up, third base side, foul out of play. And it is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Righty deals. Ground ball down the first base line, rolls foul, 1-2 as a new arm starts to warm up for the Honkers. Here's the 1-2. That's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both runners take off. Throw down a second. Tag applied, and they get Schwartz at second. But Bell takes third, and now there's 2 down. And a 2-2 count on Parker. The pitch gets away to the backstop. Now it's 3-2, and a run comes in to score, and the Pippins lead 8-3. On a wild pitch that brings home James Bell. And it's a 5-run inning for the Pippins, and the count full on Parker. 3 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch grounded toward shortstop for Bueno, who throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Pippins get 5 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They leave no one, and we go to the 7th in an 8-3 ball game. Pippins leading on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk you is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever, or the reputation our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Jordan Padilla leads off the 7th inning for the Honkers in an 8-3 ball game. The Pippins leading after a 5-run bottom of the 6th. Jack Gonzalez to face Padilla, Bueno, and Lopez here in the inning. The pitch outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Gonzalez. High and away, ball 2. Lefty versus righty in an 8-3 ball game. The Pippins leading here in the 7th. Turn and the pitch. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball, 2-1. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball, 2-2. The pitch. Ground ball towards third. DeCarlo fields. Throws on to first. Nice scoop by the first baseman, Dean. 1 out. Eight to 3, Pippins, top of the 7th. The pitch. Down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Bueno is 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts. Here's the 1-0. That's hit softly towards first, caught by Dean, 2 out. Jack Gonzalez was with an efficient top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Chaz Lopez, outside, ball 1. He has been hit by a pitch, grounded into a double play, and flied to right. Right-hander warming in the Pippins bullpen. That looks like Mark Wanarobich. Here's the 1-0. That's up high, 2 balls and no strikes. And Gonzalez has not thrown as many strikes as usual. Still has a chance to collect an efficient and clean inning. The kick and the 2-0 from Gonzalez. On the outside edge, strike, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. The 2-2. Breaking ball, wrapped on the ground to third. DiCarlo to his left, gets to his feet, throws to first. In time, what a play by Nick DiCarlo. From the seam of his pants, a dazzling play, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the 7th. Stretch time here at the Orchard. 8-3 Pippins on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Sweeter for the warm summer months than a great scoop of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Your Baskin-Robbins store right here in Yakima on South First Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South First location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions. Or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Nothing is sweeter for the warm summer months than a great scoop of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Your Baskin-Robbins store right here in Yakima on South First Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South First location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
First pitch at the bottom of the 7th to Nick DiCarlo comes in low for a ball, 1-0. DiCarlo 0 for 4 today, facing new Honkers right-hander Ben David in an 8-3 ball game. Righty drops back and delivers the pitch. And DiCarlo hits it hard, foul, down the third base line into the Pippins bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kyle Dean and Brady Hormel to follow, barring any pinch hitters in this bottom of the 7th. 1-1. Here's the pitch from David. He fires. Slow breaking ball up high, 2-1. Warren Uczynski went 1 inning, gave up 5 runs. Will be on the hook for the loss. 3 walks, 3 hits, no strikeouts in his lone inning of work. And now David, who's listed as an outfielder out of Tacoma, Washington, is 2-1. Down low with a fastball, 3 balls and a strike on DiCarlo, who has flied out 4 times tonight. 0 for 4. He's the only man not to reach for the Pippins today. In what's been an effective day for the offense. They've drawn 10 walks, could be 11, the 3-1. That ball's hit in the air to left, right at Bryniaski, who goes over a few steps and makes the catch. And Nick DiCarlo now 0 for 5 with 5 flyouts. And it'll bring up Kyle Dean. Kyle Dean is 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Right versus right. 8-3 Pippins, bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch from David. Right-hander delivers. Dean takes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The pitch, bouncing ball up the middle for the shortstop Bueno. Slings it to first, 2 out. Here's the first pitch to Hormel. He takes up and in, 1 ball, no strikes. The base is empty, 2 away. Pippins leading at 8-3, bottom of the 7th. 6 outs away from victory. The 1-0. Ground ball, softly hit, right side of the infield. Second baseman sliding. Padilla throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3. 7th inning for the right-hander Ben David. We go to the 8th. Pippins ahead, 8-3 on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Being pregnant can make normal routines complicated. Lincoln
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Dickey's Barbecue in Rainier Square in Yakima offers the best house-smoked meats and classic sides to satisfy your barbecue cravings this summer and year-round. Located at 2706 West Nob Hill Boulevard, Dickey's also offers take-home and catering service for all your event needs. Your group can also enjoy Dickey's Barbecue at Pippins home games on the picnic deck. Call 388-0637 and place your Dickey's order today.
Baseball, apple pie, and, oh, that's right, hot dogs. One of the staples of a visit to a baseball game. And no trip to the Orchard is complete without sinking your teeth into a delicious Nathan's hot dog. So next time you're at the Orchard, make sure your first stop is at the concession stand and ask for the hot dog Pippins fans young and old crave to maximize their game day experience. Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs, served at concession stands throughout the Orchard.
Tailgaters Bar and Grill in Sela offers an upscale dining experience in a relaxed atmosphere in downtown Sela. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Sela. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
1 out in the top of the 8th is Tanner Parker with a nice leaping catch to retire Joshua Snyder. Mark Wadarovich now on the mound for the Pippins in an 8-3 ball game. And here's Peter Dudinakis, who is 0 for 3. Righty delivers, and there's a fastball at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Kendall Yackley to follow. 0-1 the count from Wadarovich to Dudinakis. Mark trying to pitch a scoreless 8th, get this to the 9th. The 0-1. Slider down and away, a ball and a strike. Dudonakis is 0 for 3. The 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit to third. DiCarlo waits for it. Backhands, belt high, throw to first, way off the line. And Dean can't collect, and the runner will reach on an E5. Third error of the game for the Pippins. Second charge to Nick DiCarlo. Now it brings up Kendall Yackley. 1 on, 1 out. 8-3 Pippins lead in the 8th. Here's a pitch from Wanarabich. Fly ball down the right field line, 0-1. Righty out of Cal State East Bay, which is in the east part of the Bay Area. Hayward, California. The 0-1. Fly ball, foul off to the right, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. Pippins leading 8-3, top 8. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on a slider, strike 3. And 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Now Braden Torres more bats. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Torres Moore has struck out, singled, and reached on a fielder's choice in 3 trips today. The 0-1. Fly ball to right. Andrews comes in to his left, ranges over, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Honkers strand 1 on an error. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 10-3 Pippins on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you. However you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
8-3 Pippins as we go to the bottom of the 8th. 8th inning brought to you by Shirtworks in Ellensburg, the official provider of apparel for the Yakima Valley Pippins. From practice gear to everyday athletic apparel And silk screening to embroidery, Shirtworks is the go-to vendor for all your sports apparel needs. Give Shirtworks a call at 509-925-3469 or visit them at 100 West University Way in Ellensburg. Tyler Dean to lead off the 8th inning. He is 0 for 3 today with a walk. The first pitch from right-hander Ben David in the dirt with a fastball, 1-0. He'll be followed by Noah Andrews and then Eddie Pelk. One final score in the West Coast League. Cowlitz beats Kelowna 4-2. Bend leading Wenatchee 9-1, top of the 9th. Ridgefield 5, Victoria 4, bottom of the 9th. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. The Raptors strike for 3 runs in the top of the 9th off of Victoria right-hander Derek Salata. The 2-0. Fouled back and out of play off to the left, where a fan makes a nice grab, 2-1. Now the Raptors trying to close it out in the bottom of the 9th. They are 1 out away from a big win. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball up high, 3-1 to Tyler Dean, who is 0 for 3 today. Three-one pitch. Righty delivers. Down low, ball 4, and Dean draws a leadoff walk to bring up Noah Andrews. Andrews has had a nice day, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Portland Pickles leading the Perth Colts 4-1 in their non-league contest. Here's the first pitch to Andrews, way high, 1 ball, no strikes. Eddie Pelk on deck. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Andrews 2 for 4. The pitch. That's up high, 2-1 with a fastball. Runner off first, nobody out. Pippins leading 8-3 in the 8th. Pitch on the outside corner. For a strike, 2-2. Fastball floats in. Runner takes off, and there's a high fly ball deep into the night sky. Left fielder Brian Niarski comes on and calls off Bueno, the shortstop, makes the catch. 1 out. Now to bring up Eddie Pelk, who's walked 3 times. Here's the first pitch to Pelk. On the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The pitch. Soft ground ball to shortstop for Bueno. He goes the short way and throws it away into right field. That allows Dean to hustle up to third on an errant throw, and now Dean's going to come home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he is out. Pelk gets the second. So Dean tried to take home and then was thrown out at home. So 2 outs. Pelk gets the second after reaching on an E6. And it brings up James Bell, who's 2 for 3. James Bell bats for the Pippins leading 8-2. Bottom 8. The pitch. Hit in the air, right center field. Two outfielders converge. It's King who gets called off by Yankski, and that ends the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. Pippins trying to close out an 8-3 win here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
The smell of fresh-cut bark.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
To the 9th, Pippins trying to close out an 8-3 win over the Northwest Honkers, and it's right-hander Nick Brown into the game to try and do just that. The righty relieves Mark Wanarabich, who pitched the 8th inning, allowing one runner to reach on an error and striking out one, and now Brown, who started on Sunday in Portland, makes his first non-league appearance of the season and enters trying to take down the Northwest Honkers. They'll bring the 9-1-2 part of their order to the plate. Paul Bryniarski, Connor King, and Jordan Padilla. 8-3 Pippins lead as they try and improve to 3-0 this year in non-league action. Here against the Northwest Honkers. So far today, the Pippins with 8 runs on 10 hits and 3 errors. And the Honkers, they have 3 runs on 5 hits and 4 errors. Brown looks in against Paul Bryniarski. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Bryniarski. Pitch fouled off to the left, 1-1. Two teams will square off tomorrow in non-league action. They'll square off at 6:35. The 1-1. That fastball misses down. 2 balls and a strike. Pippins will try to improve tonight to 8-3 in non-league play. Or to 3-0, I should say. Here's the pitch. That's down, ball 3. Three balls and a strike on Paul Bryniarski, with Connor King and then Jordan Padilla to follow. Right-hander Brown looks in. Here's the set and the 3-1. He delivers. And there's a line shot over the outstretched leap of Parker at shortstop into left center field, a base hit. And a leadoff single here in the top of the 9th for the Honkers for the top of the order. Leadoff single for Bryniarski. Now Connor King digs in. First pitch to King, the left-hand batter. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. And it is 0-1 on King. 6th hit of the ball game for the Honkers. Here's the 0-1 from Brown. There's a soft tapper, right side, foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Nick Brown, from Nick Brown. The pitch, fastball up high, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Nope. Toss over to first. Nothing doing. Pippins lead 8-3 in the 9th. And now a stoppage of play. The umpire's mad at Nick Brown for something. And Brown can't believe it, and I'm not sure what the issue is here. Now the umpires are going to converse about this. Still not entirely sure what the issue is. Brown didn't like it, but now he's back on and ready. Righty sets for the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. That's outside, 2-2. The pitch. Breaking ball misses, 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Up high, ball 4. He lost him, and there's now 2 on, nobody out here in the 9th. And it'll bring up Jordan Padilla. The pitch. High and in, ball 1. Padilla is 1 for 4 today. The 1-0. Fastball fouled off to the right, 1-1. 8-3 Pippins, top 9 in a game that's gone almost 3 hours. Here against the Northwest Honkers. Pippins back in league play on Friday against Port Angeles. 7:05 first pitch. The 1-1. Brown delivers. Fastball misses up high, 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. The pitch. Line shot into left center field, a base hit. They'll hold the runner at third, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out here in the 9th. And now Brock Bueno bats with the bases loaded. Nobody out in the 9th. Pippins leading 8-3, but the tying run is in the on-deck circle with nobody out. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike at the knees, 0-1 to Bueno. 8-3 Pippins in the ninth. As Yakima Valley goes to open this two-game series with the Northwest Honkers with a win. The 0-1 from Brown. Breaking ball hit right side and grabbed by Dean. He has no play. Brown couldn't get to the bag to cover in time. It's an infield single for Brock Bueno that brings home a run and makes it 8-4. And now the tying run comes to the plate here in the ninth. Still nobody out on the RBI single from Brock Bueno. King to third, Padilla to second. Here's the first pitch to Lopez. Fouled off to the right, 0-1. Chaz Lopez is 0 for 3 today. It's now 4-8-4 Pippins. Here's the pitch from Brown. Righty fires the 0-1. Slider down low, a ball and a strike. The Pippins try and grab the win over the Northwest Honkers. One on the way. The 1-1. Ground ball left side, past the glove of Parker into left field. One run is in. Second run coming around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's cut off. And a two-run single for Chaz Lopez. And now the go-ahead run will step to the plate in the ninth with nobody out. How about this? A two-run single for Chaz Lopez through the left side. And the Pippins are suddenly in some serious trouble as Nick Brown struggles for the second consecutive outing. And Rob Hippie, Pippins pitching coach, comes out to the mound to have a conversation. The first 5 men of this ninth inning have reached. And the Pippins are going to have to seriously think about some bullpen action as the whole infield meets here. 2 on, nobody out. Inning started with a single from Paul Briniarski. Then Connor King walked, Jordan Padilla singled, Brock Bueno with an infield single, Chaz Lopez with a 2-run single. And the Northwest Honkers down 5 runs entering the ninth. Will bring the go-ahead run to the plate with nobody out. In Victoria, the Harbor Cats tied their game up in the bottom of the ninth on a game-tying triple by Griffin Paxton. And so that game in the 10th inning now, 5-5 the score. Bend beats Wenatchee 9-1. 2 outs and Joshua Snyder comes to the plate. He's 1 for 4. 8-6, the Pippins lead here in the ninth. Here's the pitch from Brown. Bunted down the third base line. That is a fair ball. Nobody picks it up. Now it goes foul. Oh, finally. That thing rolled all the way down the third base line, and an inch before it got to the bag, it went foul. 0-1 the count. Snyder will step back in. Here's the 0-1 from Brown with the corners in. Backdoor breaking ball misses, a ball and a strike. The pitch. Bunt pulled back, in for a strike, 1-2. Eight-six Pippins, top of the ninth. The bell tie set from Brown. Here's the 1-2. Righty fires. Ground ball hit to second. Hormel goes to second for one. Parker's relay. Double play. A big 4-6-3 double play. And now the Pippins are 1 out away from victory here against the Northwest Honkers. Bueno does get to third, and the tying run comes to the plate. And now Martin Lawrence wants a word with the first base umpire here. I'm not sure what it could possibly be about. He was clearly out. Pippins leading 8-6. And Peter Dudinakis, who's 0 for 4, will be the batter. And now the umpires are going to confer about this. 8-6. And the call is confirmed. He's out. 8-6 Pippins in the ninth inning. Dudinakis bats from the right side. 8-6. The score. Brown peers in. Right-hander set at the belt. Leg kick and the pitch. Fastball down low, ball 1. Dudinakis 0 for 4 tonight. Has not reached safely. Here's the 1-0 from Brown, the righty. He delivers. Outside with a slider. And it's a ball and it's 2-0. 8-6 Pippins in the ninth. Here's the set and the 2-0. Brown fires. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball. 2-1. Pippins have Northwest down to its final strike. The Honkers. A long ninth inning. Here's the 2-1. Fly ball foul, right side out of play. 2-2. Series continues tomorrow. The 2-2 from Brown. Righty delivers. Ground ball hit left side to Carlo Fields from the infield grass. The throw to first in time, and the Pippins win by a final score of 8-6. They take it over the Northwest Honkers. A bit of a scare at the end, no doubt about it, as the Honkers put up a 3-run ninth inning and bring the tying run to the plate, but nothing doing as the Pippins are able to pull it out with a big win as they take down the Honkers by a final score of 8-6. Let's transition right away into the Pippins postgame show, presented by Treetop. Since 1946, the Treetop name has been associated with premium apple juice, and the company has been a stickler for quality and flavor ever since. A proud supporter of Pippins baseball, Treetop products are served throughout the orchard. 29. Pippins win here tonight, 8-6, as we take a look at the final numbers from the game that was. It took 3 hours and 3 minutes and was played in front of a nice crowd, 1,222 fans. Didn't really start the way the Pippins might have liked, going down early to the Honkers in the second inning, but Tyler Frazier was mostly good throughout his 5 2/3 innings of work. We'll speak to him in our post-game interview. 5 hits, he allowed 3 runs, 1 of them earned on 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Jack Gonzalez and Mark Wanaravich both with scoreless innings of relief. It really was a 5-run 6th inning for the Pippins off of Warren Uchinsky, who takes the loss. The Pippins pounded out 3 hits in that inning, including a big 2-run single by James Bell, was really the difference in that. And then the Honkers threatened with a 3-run top of the 9th inning, but there was nothing doing beyond that, and the Pippins were able to pull out the victory 8-6. On the offensive side of things, it was a pretty good day for Yakima Valley, all things considered, as they pounded out 10 hits and scored 8 runs against the Honkers. Tanner Parker was 1 for 4, Nick DiCarlo 0 for 5, Kyle Dean 1 for 3, Brady Hormel 1 for 3, Tyler Dean 0 for 3, Noah Andrews 2 for 5, Eddie Pelk was 0 for 2, James Bell 2 for 4, and Luke Schwartz had a nice game. He was 3 for 3. These two teams will be back in action tomorrow as the Honkers and the Pippins square off, with first pitch set for 6:35. We'll start our pregame coverage at 6:25 as the Pippins and the Honkers finish out their series before Yakima Valley returns to league play on Friday against the Port Angeles Lefties. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Austin and Zach had our controls on the video side of things. The Pippins conclude a non-league game tonight with a win over the Northwest Honkers, 8-6. We'll talk to you tomorrow night on the air at 6:25 here from the Orchard. Everybody have a good rest of your Wednesday night.